Today, I'm going to teach you how to make popcorn on the stovetop or in the microwave with zero fancy equipment. Popcorn is a great snack. It's a whole grain, high in fiber, gluten-free, and has a low glycemic index, meaning it's less likely to have an impact on your blood sugar in the way that other carb-rich foods might. Popcorn also contains polyphenols, which are antioxidants that protect your cells from free radicals, which are molecules that can damage your cells. Polyphenols also help reduce inflammation in the body. And although bagged popcorn has improved over the years, most no longer contain PFAS and diacetyl, they can still contain artificial flavors, colorings, and unhealthy oils. So ditch the bags, buy yourself some kernels, because making popcorn could not be simpler. We're gonna start on the stovetop. Grab a pot, preferably one that heats evenly, and then you're gonna need a cooking oil or fat. I prefer using avocado oil or coconut oil, and these will be refined because their unrefined counterparts will have a lower smoke point, but they still have a better nutritional profile than the seed oils, especially based on the way the seed oils are processed. And a great option, and actually my favorite option, is to use ghee. And if you don't know what ghee is, if you know what butter is, you basically know what ghee is. Ghee is butter that's been transformed. They take out some of the protein and sugar, basically the milk solids, and they evaporate some of the water, and you're left with butter fat, and it actually still has nutritional value. Another good option is beef tallow, and I would prefer something sourced from pasture-raised, grass-fed cows. So now we have the oils out of the way. Feel free to use what you would like. Let's get to popping. Place 1 tablespoon of your cooking oil or fat in the pot on medium heat, along with 2 popcorn kernels. Cover and wait until those popcorn kernels pop. Once they start to pop, you know that your oil is hot enough and it's time to add the rest of your popcorn kernels. You're then going to remove your pot from the stove and add your popcorn kernels there. I'm adding 1/4 cup. We remove the pot from the heat at this stage for 2 reasons. 1, we want our popcorn kernels to start to heat without the oil continuing to get too hot in the pan. And 2, this gets all of our kernels nice and evenly heated so they'll pop evenly. You only need to do this for about 30 seconds to a minute. You can skip this step, but I definitely feel you get a nicer, fluffier pop. And you don't get those popcorn kernels that have popped but are still kind of small. You don't want that. Swish your popcorn around to make sure it's all evenly heated, and then place it back on the stovetop to start popping. Vent your lid a little bit so that the popcorn doesn't steam and get soggy, but doesn't fly out of the pot. Move your pot from side to side and remove from heat when the popcorn kernels have slowed and are popping infrequently. Popcorn, just like that. Because I popped this with ghee, it already tastes really nice and buttery, so I just added a little bit of salt. But you can add your extra virgin olive oil and salt. You can make it sweet. You could do some sort of honey and cinnamon version. Options are endless. Now, let me show you how to make this in the microwave. Here are your microwave options. All popcorn needs is heat so that pressure builds up in the kernels, and some sort of lid so they don't fly all over the place. You could go with a little silicone contraption like this. I've had this for at least 5 years, and the good thing about silicone is it withstands high heat. It's not gonna leach chemicals into your food, and for something like this, you just pour the kernels in, pop the lid on, and throw it in the microwave. Similarly, if you don't wanna buy anything and have a glass bowl, you can still make popcorn in your microwave. Throw your kernels in. This must be microwave safe glass because it's gonna get super hot. You might wanna limit this to a small batch so you don't have to cook forever in your microwave and make this fiery hot. And just take a plate and cover it so the popcorn kernels don't fly all over the place. You could also use a paper bag. Just make sure that your paper bag doesn't have dyes or plastic lining or something like that that's going to leach into your food. So be a little bit more careful with that option. And if you want to use another type of popcorn popper, just watch out for non-stick coatings and unknown plastics. A stainless steel stovetop popper would be fine, or a glass microwave popper. A lot of air poppers out there have plastic in them, and some even have plastics that are really not supposed to be heated. So watch out. I'd say just go with one of the other methods because it's just so easy. And with these microwave options, you can add your oil or cooking fat with the kernels while you put them in the microwave, or you can just pop them with nothing and add your toppings afterwards. Popcorn is such an awesome snack. Who doesn't want to curl up and watch a movie with a big bowl of this? Try it with ghee. It really tastes like movie theater popcorn that way. Your next bowl of popcorn is just a few minutes away, as long as you've got some kernels. On that note, remember to eat real food, and I'll see you in the next video.